All right, we're back. Home and Away podcast. Couple of busy weekends for the both of us. Didn't have time to sit down and record. Um, I'm Jacob Lawrence, as always, joined by my brother and co-host, who usually does the intro, Caleb Lawrence.
What up? What
Uh,
up?
Caleb, how you been the last couple weeks?
Been good, brother. How you been? Oh, you click clacking,
Uh,
brother. Sorry, we
I'm
got we got special
I'm
guest
good.
here.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just been living life. I could be better if we haven't lost 7 games in a row, but other than that, decent.
Has it really been 7?
Yeah, bro, 7. It's been tough. It's been tough, bro. We're hanging on by a thread to the last playoff spot, so
When
we'll see.
when's the regular season over?
We have 2 more games, so in 2 weeks.
And then
Play I think we play next Friday or Saturday, and then we got one more game on the road. Uh we got back-to-back road games. And we play the team that's one slot behind us next week. So that game is like they
that's a
beat
big
us
one.
once. They beat us once already, so if we lose to them, it's looking tough. It's looking
That's big.
bleak for
That's a big one.
playoffs.
And then what if you guys don't win those 2 games? What you're home or what?
I don't really know how it will work with the contract and everything, because the contract goes out through like May 15th. So
Okay,
either they'll send me home early, or some places like they'll have you stay or like give you the option to go home early, but you won't get paid maybe like that last month. And so like if I had the option, I would just stay probably and like work out and do whatever. Probably have to do like some community engagement stuff and all
get
that
that
and
bread. Yeah,
get paid. But yeah, if
yeah.
they give me the option for sure, I'll stay and get paid. But I mean, I'm thinking we got to win next week, but I'm thinking we're gonna make the playoffs. Bless you.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm hoping, bro. We just have hit a wall here, bro. We had a great season going. I mean, we were playing really great. What's up, brother? And then
What?
and then we just kind of hit a wall. So yeah, bro, we gotta figure something out. We gotta have something change. We basically I mean, if we're recapping the game last night, bro, we kind of handed them the game. Like we were up
Almost the whole
seven
game.
seven plus almost the whole game, it felt
Yep.
like. And then we got a bad technical in a moment where dude had just got fouled, so he was going to the line for two. And then we got a technical stacked on top of it. So dude had 3 shots from the line. He made 2 out of 3. And then on the block out for the second shot or the last free throw shot on the block out, we elbowed someone in the head. So then we got an unsportsmanlike, and then they got 2 free throws in the ball back. So the next thing I know, it goes from a 7 point game, and I had gotten right after that foul happened, I got subbed out. Next thing I know, I look up at the scoreboard, it's a 1 possession game.
That's wicked,
So I'm
bro.
like, damn, that shit went from a 3 possession game to all of a sudden, like before the ball even had gotten back in play, it was a 1 possession game.
That's
3 possessions as
wild.
a one, and then they came down and they got a stop, I believe, and then came down and hit a three the next possession to tie it. So then it was like, well, we got a ball game now, boys. We did this to
Right.
ourselves. Um, like I don't know, like the community and stuff and the fans have been like really, really uh what's the word I'm looking for?
Supportive?
No, not supportive. The opposite of that.
Oh, really?
Bro,
They've
what's
been
the
down
word
on
I'm
y'all?
looking for? Oh my gosh. I'm literally I can't think of the words right now. They've been really critical. That's the word I'm looking for. Really critical of us and like the coaching and everything. And
Really?
like it just sucks because like I know people see those comments maybe and like it bothers them, but like it comes with the territory, it comes with the job. Like for me, if I saw it and someone was talking crazy on me, I really wouldn't care. But like I know
Right.
some people probably see that and it like it's not going to help our play. Like for you to talk down on our coach and on our players and stuff, like that's not going to help us win games. Like y'all are supporters.
Right.
I know y'all passionate and y'all want to see wins and stuff and everything like that. And you want the community to have that sense of togetherness and like fighting for your team and stuff like that. But I mean, talking trash on the coach and the players
That
under
doesn't
every
help
single
at all.
Facebook post is not going to do anything. I mean, besides just cause more of a clash between the community and the team and stuff. So I don't know. It is what it is. To me, it just if anything, it motivates me to just play better and be better. But for some people, I'm sure they read that stuff and they start getting a little bit nervous and people are out there calling for people's jobs and it's like
Right.
tough and that just
I mean, it's
adds
not
like
like
we already have enough pressure like on us to like try and win and make the playoffs and stuff and then now you just add in that on top. So it's just like yeah, I got to chill out every once in a
I mean,
while.
it's
And I
not
know
like
you're
you're
not
not trying
happy,
to
but
win, right? Like,
and I know they're not happy, but we're not happy too. Like
right.
it's not like we're
Everybody
happy to lose
everybody's
seven
trying
in
to
a
win
row.
the games.
And it's not like we're not playing hard. I would understand it if we looked like super lackadaisical or something like, but I don't know. It is what it is, bro. Comes with it. Like everybody's gonna be critical, like of every professional sports team. Like I mean, I've been critical of like my favorite teams in the past too, like all that stuff. So it just it is what it is, and it's just comes with it. Just got to be better at the end of the day. That's all I
For
keep
sure.
thinking.
Y'all get there. I mean, 2 games to turn it around, and then you never know what
Yeah,
happens if you get to the playoffs. So,
yeah. We got to win probably the next game. Is what it's looking like because I think they're one game behind us. So I mean, literally, that's the playoffs right there.
right.
The
That's the
only
one
thing
that'll
is
get it
maybe
done.
if we lose that game, and then we would have the same record, but they would have tiebreaker since they would beat us twice. But if we lose that game and then we won the next one and they lost their last game of the season, we could also maybe make it in.
Right.
But yeah, it's coming down to the wire, so
Yeah.
we'll
Time to
see.
control your own destiny for sure.
Exactly, we control our own destiny, so that's what matters. That is what matters. What have you been up to the last couple weeks, brother?
Uh,
New
getting ready
branches
for my
opening, you said this week, huh?
yeah, getting ready for my branch to open. We open on Tuesday. Tuesday.
Check Tuesday,
Check
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Uh, let's talk about let's talk about that first.
That boy Sketch
Yeah, bro.
taking the world by storm.
I just discovered Sketch. I think you've known about him for a minute, right?
A little while, yeah.
I he randomly popped up on my For You page the other day, and I sent you a text just randomly first thing in the morning. I woke
I
up,
was gonna
sent
say it was like I was like, bro, this is like 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. and this dude just sent me a text. Do you know who Sketch? Who is this Sketch guy?
he was like, he's hilarious. So then now he's literally like every every other video on my For You page is Sketch, bro, and they're so funny. Um, yeah, he seems to be taking the world by storm. I love his stuff. He's so funny. I like when he's like, "Some give, others take. Me, I only take.
I'm the evil Mr.
I'm the evil
Beast.
Salvation Army."
He said, I'm the evil Mr. Beast. Never give, only take.
Oh, that shit's so funny. But yeah, other than branch prep, we're in baby prep time. Coming up
you
on
you in busy
get
time now.
yeah, getting pretty close to the baby coming. So, um,
I honestly had no idea that your branch wasn't actually open yet. I just assumed it was open for like the last month or two.
nah, bro, we don't open till Tuesday. So yeah, that's about it, man. I've been playing some golf here and there when I can, getting some time to hit some balls or play 9 holes. We the one course in town that has lights at the range, they start turning the lights on at night April 1st, so I'll be able to do some like night range sessions here soon, so I'll be able to do it a little more often, but that's about it. Pretty simple life, but it's a good one.
Been tuning into the tournament this week.
Yes and no. Not as much as I usually do. Like,
Just watch
I was busy at
monsters.
work Thursday and Friday, so like I didn't get to watch as much as I usually would try to at work on those days. And then yesterday we watched a few games. Obviously watched KU take that L. Uh,
Yeah.
and
I had
then probably watched some today too. But I don't know. It doesn't feel the same this year. I don't know. You probably don't feel that way, but like for some reason it doesn't feel the same that was this year for me.
the thing about this year to me, which maybe we mentioned on another podcast, or maybe I just mentioned it to you separately. The men's tournament is always going to be like the bigger viewership and the bigger like moneymaker and stuff. But honestly, this year in college, I feel like there's more recognizable names, and like I know more names. Like I could name more college basketball players in the women's side
Agreed.
of things than I could on
Same.
the men's. And I think that's maybe why it doesn't have the same level of hype and like excitement around it,
Yeah,
because I don't there's not like this big of stars coming into it as there has been in past years. It feels like, at least to me.
I agree.
And now there have been some stars being made, like DJ Burns and like Jack Golke and some of these other guys that have really had exceptional tournaments so far. And they sadly had to play against each other last night. I didn't want either team to lose. I was like, bro, I wish both of them could just move on, like Oakland and NC State.
Yeah.
Um, but I love big DJ Burns game, man. Like Zebo 2.0, lefty. He's going on that right shoulder, bro. And there's nothing you can do about it.
But yeah,
Uh,
that's I agree. There's definitely more recognizable names on the women's side, and um I will say I've watched definitely some of the women's games. Like I watched some of the LSU game the other day. And then I watched some of the Iowa game yesterday. I'll watch Stanford for sure. South Carolina almost won't even be fun until Elite Eight Final Four time. Just because they're gonna blow through everybody most likely. And then you got Juju at USC. Like we watched some of her yesterday. Like there's there's just some
what
real,
about Audie
real.
Crooks? 40 ball around
Yeah,
the line?
that shit was insane, bro. To come back from they were what,
Bully
20
ball.
down?
20
20
down,
down?
yeah. She's out of 40 pieces of freshman in the tourney. That's crazy.
Insane, bro. Um, yeah, there's definitely more star power in the women's game right now, I feel like. I guess that'll dive us into you wanted to have a little Caitlin Clark discussion. She looked like you out there on the court a little bit
Yeah.
yesterday with her dad yelling at her the same way dad yells at you through the TV. So let's dive into that a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I think with her, it was just like a lot of frustration. I mean, she was getting like beat up, and they were trying to get under her skin, you could tell. And then, like, obviously, she took like the elbow to the head. Like, that was pretty blatant, like flagrant foul, whatever.
I don't feel like I've
But
seen her get riled up like that though. Like they did a good
like
job of
she
getting
she
under her
talks to the
skin.
refs a lot usually, I feel like, but
Yeah,
not in the sense that she was last game where she was like in the ref's face kind of at halftime and stuff. But I think it was just like a lot of built up frustration from probably getting like little tiny cheap shots here and there. Uh Only thing I was surprised about, like obviously like I yell at the refs too, and like I could feel her frustration. Like I'd be just as frustrated probably. I was just surprised as hell. How did she not get a tech? She might have one of the longest leashes I've ever seen in my life.
for sure. Bro, she was like in their face during
Yeah.
that. Was it halftime or like a dead ball that they were going to the
Halftime.
bench? Yeah. She was in their face, bro. That shit was insane.
And like, bro, she was just on them. I was like, damn, she gotta have the longest leash in the country.
Hey, you
Like,
see her? Do you know the shit she did that was the most you thing I've ever seen when she headbutted the ball at that one
hit it out of bounds. Yeah.
point? That's some
But
stuff you would
no,
do for
but
sure.
the thing that bothers me about that is like the one thing that bothered me though too is people got so mad at her, and like people hate her so bad that even when it is like a blatant flagrant like that elbow, people are
Bro,
like,
she got
"Ah,
bopped.
this was not a flagrant foul. This is some BS." Like, bro, like get the hatred out your heart for a second and just
Yeah.
watch the play. People are like, "Oh, it's inadvertent, bro," but that's like literally the definition of a flagrant foul. Like contact to the head with the elbow. Not really it wasn't like they had the ball and they tried to sweep through or something. It was
Right.
literally
It
like she
wasn't a
tried to swim
basketball
move
move at
and
all.
just
No.
like
Yeah.
I've done the oh, I tried to swim move and I accidentally elbowed him in the face many times. So like there was probably some intent behind it, brother. I've been there before.
There
Like,
was
oh,
absolutely intent there. That was not inadvertent at all. I agree, bro. So like even I get there's people who hate that athletes talk to the refs and stuff like that, but I think even that is like that doesn't bother me, bro. She's fiery. She's literally been fiery the entire time. Like the like
uh-huh.
hitting the ball off her head shit and like getting frustrated. I think that's just who she is. So like I think people don't people want her to be like a certain way and she's like on the court she's just fiery, bro. She's not that like, and I think you just have to accept that as being a very competitive individual. And I think it's sick, bro. She goes off freaking, she'll go give you 40 ball and talk shit, and it's great. I think it's great for the women's game. It's great for
Yeah.
basketball in general. So
I
I
think
don't hate it at all. But she definitely got bopped in the head, right in the face, and people were like, "Nope, that's not a flagrant."
he didn't do it on purpose. Like, okay, it looks like maybe she was trying to do a spin move, but like I said, bro, I knocked the dude's tooth out. I told you before we started recording one time, accidentally swim moving and elbowing him in the face, like, because he wanted to do some dirty shit to me and my teammates. Like, you gonna get clocked, brother. That's all there is to it.
I'm gonna get got, but I'm gonna get mine more than I
Hey,
get got though.
exactly, exactly. Like, what does Zebo say? Like, you want to try and bully? Okay, in my hood, bullies get bullied. That's what that's the mentality I
Hit
be
him with the
on,
bullies
bro.
get bullied. In my hood, bullies we get bullied.
The funny thing about that too, which I was telling you before we started recording, was when I did chip that dude's tooth, he come down pissed off and give the most blatant elbow straight to my chest in transition, and they call it unsportsmanlike foul, 2 free throws for me and ball back. I clapped in his face. I said, "Thanks for the 3 points, bud. Go sit down," because it was his fifth foul.
After you just bopped him right in his face.
After I just literally chipped his tooth.
That shit's good, boy.
See you later, brother.
See you, brother. See you, brother.
Bye, brother.
Uh, some give, others take. Me, I only take.
Yeah, bro. It's kind of bad. Like the sketch, this like sketch virus or whatever has just infected me, and I just start finding myself sometimes speaking in sketch quotes and in his cadence
Me and
regularly.
uh, me and Gunner did it at the golf course the other day, and we did it when we were getting hot dogs. We was getting some turn dogs, and we said something, and the girl who was checking us out was like, "Oh yeah, brother." We were like, "Hell yeah!"
Bro, it's everywhere. He's everywhere, man.
Everywhere. What a
Can't
legend.
escape him.
What a legend.
Um, but
Since birth.
yeah, we've mentioned that the women's one. On the men's side, um, this man Jack Golke absolutely took the world by storm, and then immediately 24 within 24 hours of dropping 10 threes, had the Intuit TurboTax NIL filmed in the lobby or filmed in the ballroom of the hotel. Like, hey, good for bro. Go get your bag.
Go get you
Um,
that bread, son.
Came out on the season 8 twos and 327 threes as far as his shot selections. People were talking about how does Kentucky keep letting him shoot it, but the stuff that he was pulling was absolutely ridiculous, like fading away. I mean, he shot 23s. He was 10 of 20, so I mean 50%, but like, he shot 20 tray balls, bro. Like, and he was just getting them off even with the hand in his face. He didn't care.
23s is an insane amount of threes to take in a game.
That's like what a team would usually take.
And shooting 50% is also insane. From
Yeah,
three,
that's
like
elite.
that's insane, dude.
That's nice. I
I'd
saw
let
like,
I'd let I'd let any dude shoot 23s if he made 10 of them.
yeah, me too. I saw that for the season, he's shooting like 37% from three and like obviously like 37% from the field as well because he hasn't taken any twos.
You don't take any
So, I mean, like
twos, yeah.
for that volume, I mean, that's a pretty good percentage,
How
like
many
almost
free throws has
40.
he shot? Like 20?
I think a decent amount because he's probably gotten fouled. Like, think about how he shoots all those fadeaways with dudes right on him. He's
True.
probably gotten like undercut a couple times and
And
stuff.
he probably is like their late game free throw shooter also, so
He's like a 78% free throw shooter, is all I think I saw.
so maybe not then.
But they had a dude. So last night when I was watching the game, I don't know if you watched it. They ended up going to overtime with NC State. Goki had missed 2 free throws throughout the game. One was like later in the second half. And then they had a dude that was 40. He was 42 of 44 on the season, 95%. And he missed 2 free throws in the game last night.
Damn. No, I didn't get to
Yeah.
watch their game
Pressure
today. I
got
just
to him.
saw it
And
online.
he missed 2 free throws in the game last night. And they said in the first round game he had missed one as well. I was like, damn, the pressure getting to that dude.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like it really be like that. I've been in that situation before. Like
It's different.
sometimes you really feel that. Like it's different
Different.
when everything's on the line. Um, but yeah, he got fouled a lot last game too when I was watching. Like he got some bonus free throws because they're trailing him so close that they got a couple holds. So I'm sure he probably low-key
Yeah.
shot a decent amount of free throws off
I
stuff like
think
that.
let's see. The only games I watched yesterday, I watched KU, the KU game, watched them lose. I watched Michigan State UNC, and then I watched Creighton also. Watched
I
Creighton right
wanted
before
KU
that.
to win. I picked KU to win only because I wanted to see Edie and Dickinson match up
That would have been kind of
next
cool,
round.
but KU
when
losing
the
is
big
always
fellas
good
go
in
at
my
it.
book.
And I can't lie, the big fella kind of ate Dickinson up. I mean, Dixon I think had a good stat line, but that big fella from Gonzaga was kind of hooping. I don't
Yeah.
remember what his name was.
Dickinson only had when I was I forget at what point, like he might have ended up scoring more, but like he only had like 1 point in the second half for like a long, long time.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
maybe he got locked, but
I want to
I
say he
just
had
still
like
think that
15 in the first half.
yeah, I say he was cooking in the first half. Second half
Yeah.
was all Gonzaga, man.
Yeah. It's always good to
All
see.
Gonzaga.
Always good to see KU lose in any situation.
Hey,
Always good.
you can't keep saying that now that you live in Kansas City, bro.
I'm a K-State guy, bro.
Oh, okay.
I'm
That's
K.
your local team that you
That's my local
selected.
squad. Yeah. My local squad is K-State. Don't worry.
So
Uh,
you're pulling for the women's team then, huh?
yes, sir. What's her name? Ayoka Lee. She's the truth.
She's like that 6'6" big girl they got.
Yeah. She's the truth.
She's
And Coach
nice.
Nick, obviously, bro.
Obviously, Coach
Obviously, I'm
Nick.
a K-State guy. We got Coach Nick. Coach Nick the
Coach
GOAT.
Nick, the legend.
Hey, we need to get Coach Nick on here. You think he would come on?
Probably.
I love Coach Nick. What a
Ask him
great
about
person.
what. Ask my guy about what the best nachos in the country are.
Hey,
What gym has the best
hey,
nachos?
put this on social so we can tag him, bro. Coach Nick, we need you on here. We both miss you, dude. You are one of the most genuine people that either of us have met in the basketball world. We love you. Glad to see you doing huge things at K-State. Uh, can't wait to have you on here. Go ahead, clip that,
Yeah,
put it on
can't wait.
socials.
Clip that. I'll put it on there. I'll tag my guy. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, I saw it was the Natty anniversary today or yesterday
I
for
saw
the
that. Yeah.
Jennies as well. He posted. So
Yeah.
shout out to Jens. That Natty was well earned and fun to watch whenever I was still there in college and everything.
Natty,
That was a
natty,
hell of a
natty.
team. That was a hell of a team.
They were so good.
Put together by
Coach Nick.
the main recruiting force there was Coach Nick.
Coach Nick.
He knows how to get girls, man. He knows how to get them there on campus.
I mean,
He knows how
a
to
lot of
recruit.
their girls on the team that was good again this year. Like he recruited a lot of them too.
Yeah,
He's the truth, man. That dude,
yeah.
that dude can recruit. Tell you what,
And
he seems to be
and let's
taking
not
off at
go
so
ahead.
he seems to be taking off at K State too. Like they got the nachos with Nick and all that.
Hmm.
Like they seem to be taking on to him. He's a great personality, so it's good to see him kind of get his shine a little bit. Like I feel like obviously in Warrensburg and in the MIAA, people knew him really well, but like to be on the Big 12 stage and getting some love is great. That's good. It's
And
well
it would
deserved.
be interesting to hear his like backstory too. You know, starting in the men's at Missouri Western and then getting fired and everything, and then to bounce back in the way that he did on the women's side of things is
Because that can't
crazy.
be an easy transition at all.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah.
Speaking of women's though, I wanna give a shout out to my guy Coach Rowe as well. Jacob Roark, first year with the Pitt State Gorillas. They took home a conference tournament championship, I'm pretty sure. So shout out to my guy Coach Rowe over there in Pitt State doing his thing. He's been he's been winning at every level. Started as a head coach straight out of college, I think, at Florida College, and then the program got shut down and went to another NAIA school last year that was like top 25 in the country, and now at Pitt State and winning conference titles first year.
Hey,
MIAA, that's not easy.
Pitt State logo is kind of fire.
The split face, it is
Yeah.
nice.
It's kind of
It's
fire.
nice.
I like it.
It is nice. I
Who's
will
their
give them
hey,
that.
who's their men's coach? Boshi?
Yeah, because remember we talked about how he left and went to the
Left
rival
Moso to go to Pitt State.
20
Yeah.
minutes down the road. He didn't have to move if he didn't want to.
I bet he didn't.
I mean, if he liked the crib, he wouldn't have had to.
I bet he did. No way he lived in Joplin.
Okay, Pittsburgh's not much better, brother.
That's true.
Pittsburgh might be worse.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, he needs
Best thing
a
about Pittsburgh is the hotel with the casino attached to it.
Yeah, dad would be I'd certainly live in Pittsburgh.
That's a nice casino, bro. That's a nice casino. I've been there before.
Dad would be moving to Pittsburgh. He'd be, "Wow, they got the boat over there." He calls everything the boat.
Yeah, even though it's not a boat. That
Uh
shit's on firm ground.
brick and mortar, brother.
Yeah.
Uh
Nah. The MIAA definitely has some all-time like if the college wasn't here, what would be here in the city?
Dude, that you got Regan Pitt, you got Hayes, Carney,
Warrensburg.
uh, the Dirty,
Only
the
thing about
Dirt.
Warrensburg, I guess they would still have all the military people. They
Yeah,
still have the base.
but that ain't even technically Warrensburg.
Yeah, but a lot of the people live there in Warrensburg
True,
because it's
true.
bigger than Bob.
I mean, shoot, Northwest. What the
Yeah,
frick is that place?
what's in Marysville,
Yeah,
Missouri?
Maryville, Missouri. Um, I mean, St. Joe's is close enough to KC because like right by the airport, kinda.
But it's still St. Joe's.
Yeah, it's still St. Joe's, not KC. Yeah, man.
They got some all-time cities like that.
Now you got the Oklahoma ones, which is like what Rod
Tahlequah.
Tahlequah got nothing. Edmond's probably the nicest one.
Yeah, that's like a sub. It's like a suburb of OKC, right? So it's
Right.
like a more of a suburban type feel to it.
Edmond might
What are
be
the
the
other teams? You got
uh
Claremore, Oklahoma now, Rogers State, but that at least has a. I think that's actually a suburb of Tulsa though, so maybe it's a little more.
and then what's
Riley's
the there
actually, hey, Riley's down there actually right now doing a rotation in Claremore. She goes, Jacob, where's Rogers State at? I said, Claremore, like where you're literally working at right now. And she's like, I heard somebody say Rogers that I was assuming it was just a community college. I didn't know it was actually in this city. I was like, nah, it's there. She's like, I had no idea. I was like, well, why would you know? I mean, we didn't go down there whenever we
right, it
were.
wasn't part of
Yeah,
the
it
conference
wasn't.
at that point.
The only reason I knew is because I saw that they had a assistant coaching job open last year when I was trying to look at jobs online and stuff, and I saw that it said Claremore, Oklahoma.
You need to try
That
to
was the
hit
only
it
reason
up or
I knew.
what?
Yeah, to no avail.
What have we started a job hunt this year or no? Or you don't want to get into it?
I mean, I'm looking, but I'm waiting a little bit because a lot of stuff's in the air right now, as it always is around this time of year, with
Right.
coaches getting fired and staffs getting fired and assistant coaches moving, and like just kind of waiting until maybe the tournament's over for the dust to settle a little bit.
Do
And
you think
then because I don't want to send like a bunch of emails out to like emails that literally don't exist anymore. Because like as soon as someone
right,
leaves
they
that
might not
school, their
have their
school
job
email,
anymore?
they
Yeah.
might not have their school email even anymore. It might not be active. Like, so I don't want a bunch of emails that just fall on deaf ears, really, So
Do you think there's
I'm negotiating
a
whoever.
I mean, obviously there's a lot of talk about it with another first round exit. Do you think there's a chance that Cal is gone at Kentucky?
All the Kentucky fans are calling for his job, man. But
I know.
the dude, the thing that's tough is like a lot of people are saying, um, the guys he gets are great prospects and they become great NBA players. Most of them, like he has the most
Great
NBA dudes
NBA
in the league.
players. Yeah.
He
Great
had
NBA players.
he had so many dudes on the All Star team even this year, and the problem is though, right now we're in this era of like fifth year seniors and all these transfers that go to these bigger
Right.
schools and have all this experience, and you can just tell that they're just young, and
Right.
that used to work because like all like think about a lot of the Power Five schools where a lot of one and dones like in their
Yep.
lineup, even like Duke. Like Duke used to have. Think of the year that they won the Natty. They had Jaleel Okafor, Quinn Cook, Justice Winslow, and one more. I think that were all one and dones in their starting lineup,
Well, no,
right?
Quinn Cook was a fifth year
Or
senior. It's
Quinn Cook was a senior. He was the one that wasn't, right?
Tyus Jones.
Tyus
Uh,
Jones. That's who I was thinking of.
yeah.
Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones.
Tyus
Quinn Cook
Jones.
was like,
Luke Kennard, I think, was on that team, which was I think he went 2 years. Yeah, they were mostly young, but you had Quinn Cook who had been there for like a long time.
but like all the Power Five schools used to be like that.
The
But
only thing
now,
but that year is the year that Kentucky had the five. They were rotating basically like eight freshmen and got beat by a old Wisconsin team though. So like
exactly, yeah. Like that's always been a thing, but I feel like it's been less of those teams in like that Power Five
I feel like it used to
since
be like you could have four freshmen and as long as you had one guy kind of holding it together. But now like every team's got like
a fifth year senior.
you look at even Penny at Memphis. Like at one point Penny had the youngest team in the country and then this year he had like the oldest team in the country, bro. He had like his average age was like 23
Well, he
of
also
his
had a
starting lineup.
27-year-old senior last year that tried to get one more year, which is crazy.
Like Buddy at Howard playing his eighth year. What is it? Eighth year of college basketball?
I think it's his eighth year in college. Yeah.
But he seems smart, bro. I think he's just getting free degrees. I think he's just like getting a doctorate or something.
He went to
Because he started
Harvard and
at
now he's at
Harvard, I think.
Howard.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Yeah, I don't know.
my guys just gaming the system a little bit, I think.
Probably. Why wouldn't you though? I can't lie though, if they just kept giving me years, bro, like college basketball was great, man. I loved college basketball. Like I love playing and being around the guys and like being with my coaches and teammates and just like that atmosphere that college has is really, really fun and enjoyable. And I think for everybody, it's like some of the best years of your life, like being in it with the guys. So if the NCAA is gonna give you more years, why wouldn't you take them?
Especially now because you can get some bread.
Yeah, especially now, bro. If you're at a D1 getting NIL,
That's what like
I think that's also why some guys are staying, like more so.
well, yeah, and that's like people kept saying I agree with them, and especially now you look how it's turned out. Like he's not in the league. Like Drew Timmy should have stayed because he was making so much money and had another year of eligibility.
Yeah, I
But
think he's in the G now, isn't he?
I mean, yeah, he wanted a chance to go play in the league. Didn't I think he's in the G League, but got cut right
He had
away.
what? He had a 5th year option or what? Because he was a senior,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
yeah.
COVID
I
year.
think he had a COVID year option. But like you
Gotcha.
think about it, bro, like that was arguably the best player outside of Zach Edey in college basketball, and gets to the league and just can't find a spot. So like, especially when it comes to bigs, man, sometimes you're better to just hang out.
Yeah, it like recently, like the big problem has been like bigs have been very dominant in college basketball and then not really been able to find a spot in the
That's like
league.
Oscar
It's
Sheboy
just
too
you got
from
Oscar
Kentucky.
Sheboy was one of the best players in college basketball. You've got Timmy, National Player of the Year once or no?
Yes.
You got Edie who came back because he wasn't gonna get drafted probably,
Yep.
or if it was gonna be a second round pick, and he was National Player of the Year. You've got Luca Garza, National Player of the Year, has been stuck in the G League now for a few years.
Yep.
Like all these great bigs that come and dominate college basketball just like cannot find a role in the NBA, and a lot of it's due to the style of play in the NBA right now is they want to like play a lot more small ball, switch one
Yep.
through five. Switch 1 through 5, I think, is the biggest problem. They want super mobile bigs.
Because you
Like a
can't
lot
get
of
a
those guys,
Luca. Yeah, Luca Garza ain't guarding a point guard on the
like
perimeter.
yeah, like a lot of the guys we just mentioned aren't that mobile. Like they're great back to the basket players, but none of them really are great shooters or very mobile, can switch 1 through 5, stuff like that. And it's just like crazy that these dudes are so good in college and then can't get into the NBA. Like, no, not to say the thing that bothers me is like people always say, "Oh, this guy was great in college. Now he's not going to be." Like they'll just use pro loosely as like it's only the NBA. When like some of these
Right.
guys, if they really wanted to, they could probably have a EuroLeague career and make
Hundreds of thousands a
hundreds of thousands of
year.
dollars, if not millions of dollars. You know, like
Yeah.
if they come overseas. But like the thing
They
about
don't want to a
overseas
lot of
that's
times.
also tough is like you could be a national player of the year type guy. Like you could be a Drew Timmy or like a Luca Garza, and you may not get a EuroLeague deal off rip. Like you may have to
Right.
like start like still at a good team, and you're still maybe making like 6 figs, but
Right.
you might have to like work your way up because like they gonna make you prove yourself over here in this style of game, just like you had to prove yourself when you were in college and whatnot.
Right.
And I just wish more of those guys would like not be as much like NBA or bust. It feels like, and just like give it a shot over here. Like the Mike Doms of the world, man. He came over here, and I remember he was in ACB his first year. Him and Fletcher McGee were actually on the same team as rookies. If you remember him, the
Jeez.
all-time leader,
Yeah.
3 point scored. And now Mike Dom bounced around a couple of different countries and stuff. And then now this year was his first year in EuroLeague. So
The
like,
Dominator. He's
yeah.
nasty.
So I mean, you know who's a beast in EuroLeague actually? Name you may not have heard in a while. Thomas Walkup.
Really?
Remember him from Stephen F. Austin?
Yeah.
Beast in EuroLeague.
Really?
Yeah, he's nice. He's nice. People love him over here.
That's crazy. Does is Shane Larkin still over there? Going dummy?
Yeah, Shane Larkin's like top 3 player in EuroLeague right now. Shane
Yeah.
Larkin and Mike James. Mike James just broke the record for most points scored in EuroLeague history. Uh, and Shane Larkin is like top scorer maybe in EuroLeague, I think.
Yeah.
You got a lot of
Damn.
dudes that were great college players over in EuroLeague right now. You've got remember Nigel Hayes from that
Yeah.
Wisconsin team?
Yeah.
Nigel Hayes, you've got Larkin, you've got Wilbekin from Florida, you've got
That was your guy.
Actually, Wade Baldwin just came over here. Wade Baldwin just came over here. Kimba's over here now. Serge Ibaka's
Yeah.
over in the EuroLeague now. Jabari Parker's in the EuroLeague now.
That's crazy.
Uh, yeah, you got like a
Well,
lot
that's
of
like
names that were like household names in college and stuff.
you remember when like TBT first started, like the first couple years of it, there was like guys going crazy, like Eric McCollum,
Hmm.
and I'm forgetting buddy's name, but he was like
Kyle Hines, maybe.
Kyle Hines, and then the lefty for overseas elite, maybe like DJ something. I don't remember,
Was it?
but they were all like, why are these guys like not gonna come play in the NBA or like be in the G League or whatever? And it's like for Eric McCollum, he was like, I'm making $1 million a year, and I'm gonna have to come take league minimum to try and make an NBA roster. Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason for some of those dudes to even try and go make the league at that point once you're so established over in the Euro League. Like, you're
Yeah.
making bread, you're an absolute superstar.
And you got to think
Like,
of your role, like you could be sitting
yeah,
on the bench, you could be like the 12th guy, whereas
exactly.
there you're the main featured guy, and like,
And making bread.
yeah, and like the league minimum now is like $1 million, but it's still like, okay, I can make 1 million overseas and be the guy, or I can make 1 million to just sit the bench for 82 games. Like,
Right. Plus
I'd probably rather be the guy.
the expenses are a lot different too. Like if you think about it that way also like in in the NBA, like obviously at $1 million it doesn't really matter. Like like you're not really stressing on making payments on anything, but like rent, car, like that
Yeah,
stuff
you
kind of
probably get
adds
a
up.
car and rent paid for if you're in
Right. That's where in
Europe.
Europe, like most of your guys' contracts are all and I don't want to get it twisted. I'm not gonna try and tell people that you're making millions over there. So
Yeah, I
let's
wish.
walk.
Hey, if I was making millions, just know that you would know. There might be some signs showing it.
That boy said, I'm making five figures.
Shit, I wish I was making, yeah, six figs. That would be nice. That would
uh,
be sick.
but yeah, I mean, like, I feel like even at the higher level though, you're getting your like basically apartment and stuff paid for. You probably get a vehicle, like, and then there's sponsorship opportunities too. Like, from
Yeah,
the European companies. It's not like you're just chilling without any
yeah.
sponsorship opportunities. And like the big guys like Kemba probably still has a shoe deal. Jabari Parker's probably still sponsored by somebody. Like it's not like you're not getting that stuff
Hmm.
overseas. It may not be the same level, obviously, but you're still getting deals,
Yeah.
still getting paid.
You know what's crazy is I've watched a bunch of EuroLeague games this year, which in the past I never used to watch EuroLeague games. And to be honest, before the tournament, I hadn't watched a single NCAA game, or I haven't watched a single NBA game all year.
I almost feel like EuroLeague basketball is more enjoyable to watch sometimes.
I like watching it. It's interesting because they run way more sets, and like they don't have the defensive 3 seconds in the lane.
And
Um,
time wise for you, it just makes more sense.
yeah, I mean it's like prime time, and they put it on like the cable TV here and stuff, so I don't have to like find a way to stream it or something like that. It's just on
I wish
TV.
dude, when we went to Europe, the only thing that I wish we would have done that we didn't do was um because they ended up being sold out because we didn't find out till the day of, but we were in Munich the same day as one of the finals games of the German BBL, and I wish we would have went to the game, but they were sold out.
Yeah, that'd have been sick.
It would
Did
have been
they?
so cool.
It
It
was
was
Munich with
Ulm, I think.
yeah, no, was it Ulm or did the other team that won? Because they had a team that won Champions League. For some reason, I thought they played in the final. Maybe they didn't.
Or maybe it was the final four. No, I think it was the final. I don't
Maybe they
know.
didn't. I don't
Because it
know.
was home. But the team that won Champions League, I'm pretty sure had NDSU guy on it.
They do
I think his
this
name.
year. I think
What?
they do this year. They have that dude that played um summer league and stuff.
Sam Griesel?
I think he plays on their team this year.
Yeah, but last year they had I think his name was
Oh,
Tyson
they had a
Ward.
dude last year too. Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
didn't know they had to do last year too.
I think
I say
there's
I think I think
three.
Sam was on their
Bro, I
team
think
last year.
there's another dude in the B. I don't know. I think he plays in German BBL. Rocky Cruiser, who's their big
But
guy.
Sam's got a passport though, right?
Yeah, like he's played on the German. I forget what level, but like it was like one of the junior German national teams at one point.
Yeah, he's in a good situation, and his ass can play till he's 40 if he want to in Germany.
and get paid.
Probably get good bread. Yeah, if he's one of the better German guys.
Oh boy.
Moving on from basketball a little bit, something else we need to touch on. Uh, Obviously, it seems like the whole world's been talking about the drama between the whole Shohei and his translator Ipe. The drama that has ensued there. You said you haven't seen a ton of information about it, so I'll give you what I've understood from it. It may not be 1,000,000% accurate, but from what I've understood is money exchanged hands somehow. $4.5 million approximately is what it sounds like. And that went from Shohei's account to a bookie.
Ooh.
And basically, Shohei's publicist had set up an interview with Ipe with like ESPN, and ESPN was going to release a story basically saying that this Ipe dude had a gambling addiction and Shohei paid off his debts for him, like sent him $4.5 million. And then all of a sudden, Shohei's team comes out like the day before the article is supposed to come out. I believe this is correct. If it's not, I'm sorry. Um, Shohei's team comes out and basically says, no, there was a major theft and that Ipe stole 4.5 M's from him to pay this debt and that's not true. And so there was one story originally that was saying Shohei gave him the money to pay off the debt. Now there's a story that's saying actually it was stolen like from his account. And then what people are speculating is that maybe he did give the money and wire it to like this bookie, but there could have been legal ramifications for that because it wasn't like he was wired it to like DraftKings or something. It was
Right.
like illegal bookie or something.
Right.
And so the fact that they realized, oh, this will look bad on Shohei and he could get in like legal trouble or something for paying this like
Illegal
illegal bookie.
gambling, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, that they flipped it now and like they told Ipe like, hey, you got to take the fall for this, brother. Sorry about it. Like we're gonna say that you stole it because it had already come out that like it was supposed to be a theft or whatever, and they were in the dugout like laughing and joking and stuff, like him and his translator that you always see with him.
Really?
Uh, so and they were in the Soul series, this when they were in the Soul series, like that's whenever all this stuff started to come out, and like I don't know, I guess they made Ipe like talk in the clubhouse. I heard also after one of the games in that Soul series, like, yeah, I have a crippling gambling addiction, blah blah blah. I did this. I'm gonna have to leave the team because he got fired, obviously, and in the wake of all this. And I don't know. Some people are even speculating that maybe Shohei was gambling and that to save his career, that dude was just the fall guy so that his career wouldn't be ruined. But I don't know. And we
Interesting.
also learned that Shohei has a wife randomly at also around the same
Yeah,
time as
that
late.
one was weird, bro.
I
My
had no
boy got,
idea he even had a girlfriend,
and
and
all
he
of a sudden
got
he got a
married in the
whole wife.
summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like, dude's like one of the most mysterious guys in baseball right now. I feel like,
He's an enigma for sure. It's crazy
and
to be like,
so I don't know how you feel about it. Like the gambling stuff has kind of the gambling stuff has been a bit of an epidemic lately now with more states like legalizing it and it being like just shown so clearly on like ESPN and stuff. Now they can talk about it freely and openly, like they can put the lines for the games literally like on the
right.
scoreboard in some games. Like stuff has kind of become a bit of an epidemic in some ways. Like you had the Iowa State kids that all got in trouble for like all trying to make gambling accounts under like their parents' names and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
it's just like kind of been a bad situation all around. And now like one of baseball's biggest stars is in the middle of this scandal. And I don't know. I don't know how you feel about all that. And because I heard that they cleared Shohei from any investigation because they said it's
I
been cleared that he hasn't gambled. So
I don't
they're
know
giving him the
how
benefit of the
to
doubt.
I don't know the right way to say like I don't care. Like as long as as long as I don't know, like as long as guys aren't like throwing games, I don't I truly don't care. Like and even if they are, like I guess whatever. I don't know. It doesn't like if Shohei, so let's put it this way. If Shohei was the one gambling and he was gambling on some random Japanese sport like that has no impact on him playing baseball for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Like who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't or these like college athletes who are playing and I get that there's more impact to that because potentially they're trying to get some money so like they some people might have their hands on them or whatever or they can
Uh-huh.
impact their own game doing online gambling or but like they were probably just trying to bet on like either other games or like the NFL or something. Like who cares? Why is that? I don't know. I understand that they're not allowed to, so that's why it's technically wrong, but in a bigger sense, like why is that an issue? So for me, it's stupid. I don't know.
I just think it's I think gambling should be legal because why can't you just bet on it anyway? Like, why could you only
Right.
bet on it in certain places? So, like, I understand why a lot of states are legalizing it and like the tax revenue that's coming from it and stuff obviously is good for the state. And I understand why it's becoming legalized, but it has been creating like a little bit of like an epidemic. And like, you see like young people that are like 21 years old and like kids in college and getting caught up in this gambling. And now you
Absolute
have like
degenerates.
these gambling influencers who are like putting their picks every week and stuff, and like all these college kids want to be that, I feel like. And it's just like, brother, you might not have it in you. Like,
You
it's
also
not
might not
it's
got the
not
bread for that, brother.
like gambling. I saw somebody talk about it the other day who was like a professional gambler, and they were just saying like gambling for the normal person, like he's like, I'm a rarity. He was saying basically like, I'm a rarity. Like, gambling to me should be only for people that have money to lose, like people who have
Right.
money and are like, I'm willing to lose it on this.
Right.
He's like, there's so many younger people now that are like, I want to gamble for a living, and that's just not realistic for the majority of people. And I'm like, yeah, but kids see this now. That, oh, this dude hit a parlay for this much. Oh, I could do that. And then they're just putting bread every week into the DraftKings account.
Right.
And it's like, damn, brother.
That's like
Chill
going to the casino
out.
thinking you're about to get rich, bro, playing blackjack or something.
Exactly. Okay, it's like fun to have a little skin in a game, but like, you don't got to waste all your bread on it. Like,
Literally.
I
Bro,
don't
I
know. It's
bet
just crazy. And like,
I bet $2 on the golf tournament last week and I was hella sad when I lost.
but like to bet $2 is two
It ain't,
dollars, bro, and it's
yeah.
just like fun. Like, you probably felt like a little
Right.
more into it because you had a little skin in
Right.
the game. Like,
Yeah, exactly. But like people be betting like
I
hundreds of
remember,
dollars a week and not having that to lose.
yeah, it's just like not. I don't know. It's just kind of bad. It's just gotten bad, and it's like more scandals have come out now. So, like Calvin Ridley was betting on games. Like, he's on some. Oh, I didn't even know I couldn't bet on games if I wasn't playing. Like, brother, come on now. You knew you're
Come
an NFL
on,
player,
bro.
an
You knew
active
you
NFL
knew
player.
you
You
couldn't
can't
do
be
that.
betting on NFL games.
Right. You
Like,
knew
I'm
you
sure
couldn't
they
do that.
have like workshops about it every year, whatever. Whenever you're a rookie, but it's just like
Exactly.
it's just gotten kind of bad. I feel like recently in the U.S. and it's just like a lot of degenerates, kind of like you've said, and a lot of young people that love gambling now. And it's just like, damn, I don't remember this being as big of a thing
They make it
when I
like
was college
social
kid.
media thing like social media has made it like you're cool if you have Zens and gamble all your money.
Yeah,
That's literally like
yeah,
people in college. That's like white kids in college's dream.
just lip
Have
pillows and parlays, brother.
yeah, have Zens and fucking gamble all your money away.
That's it, brother. That's life. That is
Uh,
the dream. That's like the new American dream, brother.
oh, that's
that's
unreal. It really is though.
that's the new American dream, bro. Sadly.
Hey, how about I know we're probably getting close to the end here, but how about you getting roasted on your TikTok, bro?
Yeah. Hey, I said, shoot, I'll take the engagement any way I can, brother. I need it. I'm hungry for it.
Yeah, you've been way more active on the socials, whether it's Twitch, TikTok, more specifically, those two. Is that a I know you said you wanted to post more, but is that just like a conscious effort to just like do some more stuff, or
I
are you
wanted
just doing it
to
for fun
post
or
more and just like been bored. And I started with like the Twitch streaming, and then I had some malfunctions. I had to buy some new equipment. I got the stream back up in the last couple weeks, and it's just fun. It's just fun, and like I play games anyway, so like I'm gonna be playing video games a lot anyway. So I figured may as well stream them. And then with the TikToks, I just started posting, like trying to post something like almost every day this past month because I want to get to 1,000 TikTok followers, so that I can live stream games on TikTok as
Nice.
well. Try and get some views maybe on there. Uh, but yeah, you have to have 1,000 followers to even go live on there. So that's been the
I
grind so
saw
far.
I was able to join one of your Twitch streams. You always do them while I'm at work, so I can't really join. But I was able to join one of them. Man, the only piece of feedback I have is the game noise was a little too loud. Your voice wasn't loud enough.
Yeah, yeah, I have to figure it out. I gotta mess with the audio a little bit. Last time I started to just turn down like all the game audio basically,
Yeah.
but I don't know, dude. I got some cheap streaming equipment kind of because I didn't really want to like spin a bag and then like also I
Right.
gotta pack all this stuff up at the end of the year. It's just like
And you're saving for a
kind of a
wedding.
lot. Exactly. Hmm.
But yeah, that's sick. I like it. I mean, the TikToks are funny. Hella funny.
Yeah, I just need a couple of them to blow up, bro. I just need like one to blow up to get me to 1,000 followers, and then just start to stream on there. Maybe then that'll give me some more.
Get some engagement. I've been getting hella bots following me on TikTok recently. I'll just be I'm up to
Shoot, all
no
the
big
bots hit
deal.
me up, man.
I'm up to 135 followers on TikTok. No big deal. I don't post anything. My
Dang,
last post was on March 14th of last year. So,
that's kind of
you know,
crazy actually, because I swear I only had like 120 before I even started like posting a bunch this year,
really?
and I'm only at like 250 or something now. I think I've gained like 100 followers in a month though, over
Interesting
100
move of
followers.
you to really dive into TikTok once it's going to get banned.
Do you think it's actually gonna get banned though?
No, bro, it's not going to actually get banned.
That's what I keep thinking. Like, wasn't it like last year they said the same thing? TikTok's gonna get
I think
banned, all
so,
this.
bro. They go through this
Bro, the
shit.
video of that Florida representative grilling the CEO of TikTok is still one of the most stupid American things I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's like that's why people over here make fun of us.
That's why people hate Americans for sure.
And it's like he's sitting there like, do you have any involvement with the Chinese government? Sir, I'm from Singapore. I'm not Chinese.
He's like, "Have you ever been part of the Communist Chinese Party?" He's like, "No." From Singapore.
Is it true that you delete critical TikToks of China off of the app?
Oh, that shit's dumb.
Bro, like, oh man. But I see the other day that literally said that I saw something the other day and I literally just said, or no, it wasn't Americans. I had some white on white crime the other day. I audibly said out loud, I said, I saw a video and I said out loud, it just came out of me. I said, I hate white people.
Little
And it
white
was
on
just
white crime, baby.
some girl was absolutely sobbing because she was sitting in the parking lot outside of the Sydney, Australia Taylor Swift concert, and Taylor sang a song that she said saved her life. And literally, as soon as the song started singing, and she's sitting in the parking lot outside, she's not even at the concert. Her and her friends, she starts crying, and it's like not like crying, like oh that song brought a tear to my eyes, like maybe I got a
Right.
little choked up. Literally like this, bro. No joke. And like convulsing, bro. And I said, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
He said, "Ain't no way. Ain't no way."
Exactly. And I
Uh,
just couldn't believe it.
That's funny.
But
That's all I got, bro. What else? You got anything else?
I don't really got nothing else. This has been kind of a hodgepodge of random thoughts and things like that. And
It's
yeah,
been a fun
good
time.
time.
Good to be
Been a good
back
time.
on. We'll see you next week, huh?
Who do you got winning it all? We both got Houston.
Houston. Yeah, we both got Houston.
Go Cougs, I guess. But I wouldn't mind some upsets, brother.
I'm cool with upsets, bro. I filled that out in about 2 minutes. That's the only
I filled
bracket I
out my
filled out.
bracket. Yeah, I filled out one bracket, filled it out quick, and then I still root for all the upsets because that's
Yep.
just what I like to see.
It's way more fun that way.
Way more fun that way.
Dad thinks he's gonna win, but we all know that ain't gonna happen.
And he's the only one that cares.
Yep. Yeah.
Every day. I'm
And
still in first place.
and we'll end it on that, folks.
See y'all later.
Later. Peace.